Welcome to another fantastic Friday. I am the Tanya D, your lunar guide, here to surf the waves of the universe with you. And today, I just want to say the celestial currents are very active and, more importantly, alive. We're going to cover the moon, the elementals, the unseen forces. They're all conspiring to nudge us towards clarity, manifestation, of course, alignment with our highest timeline. So expect those bursts of fire for inspiration, earth for grounding, and air for those ideas or insights, and water for emotional clarity. They're all converging in this perfect, I want to call it the lunar rhythm, but it's actually an elemental, for personal growth and subtle transformation, as always. And at the end of the show, we always dive into Mini-Cowry shell divinations to see what the elements are whispering, along with a preview of the next level of your lunar magic with my upcoming workshop, Pluto and the Shaman's Portal. As always, get ready. The cosmic energy is invigorating and it is waking up. Waking up what? Of course, your intuition. Your intuition is on high alert. The messages from the universe are really waiting to be received, but let's step into it and really just take a deep breath and really feel into it. As today is actually the 6th lunar day. This is like the receiving of the memo as the cords are being cut. And I do want to switch up my little image here as I get over ahead of myself. The moon is in Scorpio at the end degrees. And Scorpio is the energy of cord cutting, line drawing. It's the shaman's portal. This is where all the soul's records are kept. Shadow work, shadow records. So with the moon in Scorpio, it's gently trining Saturn in Pisces along with Jupiter in Cancer, very watery. Insights in the depths of things in the spirit realm and our emotional body. So this energy brings a beautiful blend of just structure and expansion. And Saturn is offering clarity and discipline and some grounding. While Jupiter in Cancer, this is amplifying our intuition, the emotional insight, the foundation, our home and family, along with some soul-aligned growth. But the moon's current path through the skies is really calling us to balance practicality with our deepest visions. This is very like a visual grimoire is happening for us to really honor our emotional intelligence, our emotional IQ, while taking deliberate action out into the world. And if your natal moon happens to be in Scorpio, this is your Libra season affirmation. It says, I honor the depth of my emotions. I know it's a little hard to read. I didn't think of that when I created these. However, it says, I honor the depth of my emotions while embracing harmony in my connections. My shadows find balance in the light of truth. I always like to say the ghost in the darkness, to like honor those dark shadows that we have, because there's always light glimmering in there. But the moon, just so you know, I bring this up because the moon is, right now in Scorpio is residing in gate 14 in human design. And gate 14 is like the power skills. It's the illumination, money, resources. It's our ability to really generate, but it's also the steward of wealth, material or spiritual, through aligned work, like being in alignment, along with our life force energy. So the season of Scorpio, the Scorpio moon flavor as an ingredient, it's deep emotional focus, it's soul level magnetism. There's a desire to transform anything that truly feels disempowering. For a reflector as myself, it's like the disappointment versus the element of surprise. But when the moon is lighting up gate 14, as a Scorpio moon does, or the sun, or any planet in Scorpio actually, this is like we're being nudged to ask, like, is this the way I earn and invest my energy? Is it truly a soul match, whatever you are doing? So it's an opportunity for all of us today to really make those bold, intuitive money moves. And it's not just money. It's actually, because money is an exchange of energy, right? It's the things we do. It's the value we percolate, kind of. But things like investing time and energy or finances, truly where our passion lights up our soul and meets our purpose. So this is about purging those old scarcity mindset, those stories that our mind coagulates. And Scorpio loves a good alchemical release. It is alchemy. And just aligning our inner resources, our inner world, with what we desire to really manifest. It has to be heartfelt, has to be in divine alignment, actually. But the sun in Libra is resonating at gate 46. And gate 46, illuminating, it's yang, it's the sun, but it's also yin, it's Libra. It's the gate of serendipity. So this is the embodiment plus synchronicity, a blend, I will say. So this is like loving life through our bodies and really saying yes to opportunities that really allow and let your soul fully inhabitate physical form, like embodying it. So the sun flavor, the flavor of the sun in Libra, is all about grace and balance and harmony in relationships, partnerships, not just marriage ones. It's all relationships. So I do like that in relation, right? But gate 46 is also about trust. Just allowing the right time in the right place. And if you know reflectors, it really is this the right time? Is this the right place? What's the solution to what you're mapping out or what's playing out within the environment? But allowing just that to magically unfold. So when we're present in our body, literally being in the present state of awareness, that's kind of how this energy comes together. So as a gate to gate kind of dance, not a channel, very different, but gate 14 and 46, Libra Sun, Scorpio Moon, together, these transits create a dialogue between resourceful magnetism, that's the 14, and the embodied luck, the 46, Libra. But Scorpio is a moon and an energy. The flavor of Scorpio is speaking or invoking. It's calling us to deep dive and empower our resources, whatever they may be. But the sun is answering or maybe whispering, nudging to stay open and embodied so these synchronicities can land. So it's all about being open to the quantum field and the subtle energies in those moments. Sometimes a lot of people triggers are actually, they're not accidents. They happen for us. It's just a lot of people aren't aware when we get those glimmer insights, basically. So I would say, think of it as alchemy meets elegance in a way, because that's the two portals. And it's really about magnetizing prosperity while allowing and just letting divine timing, allow the divine to time the choreography of these meeting points as they come. So kind of like a reflector guidance for your energy of this moment or this day. So you kind of want to ask yourself, where am I hoarding my energy? Whether it's money or your creative power, that could be literally reinvested in your true authenticity, into your calling, and reinvesting in that energy instead of going sideways or at the crossroads, I'll say, and truly listening to your higher self, your spirit self, your Sira, what you look like on the other side. But also, like, this is the invitation, like what invitation, or maybe because it's the gate of serendipity, so it's those serendipitous kind of nudges that really feel aligned in your body, even if your mind hesitates, because the mind is a tool that holds every experience we've ever experienced, whether in this moment or another dimension, timeline, whatever you want to call it. The mind holds those algorithms through space-time. Sometimes they come in as epiphanies and deja vu and aha moments, but just know the mind is a tool. So how can we balance passionate drive, Scorpio, with the gracious receptivity of the energy of Libra? So that's kind of the frequency of today as we move through. But as a simple little ritual, a little quick one, Scorpio having a deep plum burgundy kind of candle, if you have one, I would like that. And as it burns, literally writing down one way that you really want to, heart invoked, something that you want to channel, a resource towards a soul aligned goal, something that is actually you're mapping out on your pathway of where you want to be or who you want to become, whatever that is. That's kind of the energy of gate 14. And as a reflector, the moon in Scorpio for me is like a birthing agent every time it hits there, because that is my moon. And as a reflector, following these lunar energies and the tides and the waves and the frequencies through the season, I get highly activated. So I'm just saying, if you do want a Mini-Cowry shell divination, today would be prime directive day to hop on that tailgate at the end of the show. Just saying. So it's something soul aligned. And also write down one way that you can say yes to a body felt opportunity, like embodying that aspect and what that's going to feel like once you do between those two. So yeah, plum or purple candle, burgundy, those two questions you want to ask yourself, like what's in divine alignment or soul alignment with myself, something you can channel, a resource that is aligned with your soul, and something that you can say yes to and really embody that, feel it in your body as an opportunity. But it's always wise to burn or bury the paper to really seal the intention. But the sun and moon combo, the Scorpio moon and the sun in Libra, this is like a cosmic green light to really move our wealth through us. And wealth could be also what you value. It's not just monetary, physical world money. Value is a wealth. Not just to yourself, but simultaneously like trusting in the perfect divine timing. So this, of course, in this moment, it is the perfect moment to really step into, of course, the 4 pillars charts of destiny and really see how the elements are interacting, where momentum is building and where subtle energies is inviting alignment, but of course also ritual. And just notice where your subtle body's responding. So this is the quantum field meeting your inner blueprint. So I do want to dive into the natal moon in Scorpio forecast during Libra season. And if you are curious about your natal moon forecast, of course, subscribe on YouTube for Lunar Insights during each astro season. So I'm going to play this little clip for the Scorpio moons. I was going to do Capricorn because that's where I'm diving in on the Bozzy chart. But either way, let's just make that a day, and I'll see you on the other side, at least shortly. So now let's move into the deeper waters, of course, the deep waters. How the natal moon in Scorpio experiences Libra season. So this is where intensity meets balance and emotional depth learns to harmonize with relational care. So if your natal moon is in Scorpio, during Libra season, just saying, Libra season is drawing you out of your depths and into the dance of connection. So for a Scorpio moon, whose natural habitat is emotional intensity, secrecy, transformation, this can feel both liberating but also unnerving, rattling the cage. So the sun in Libra shines a light on partnerships, balance, while your Scorpio moon is whispering, but what about depth, truth, power? Together, this is an invitation to integrate intensity with harmony. Can you say implosion? Just kidding. You may feel a pull between wanting to keep things private and the Libra vibe encouraging openness plus social flow, emotional shifts around intimacy, trust, vulnerability, old patterns of control or emotional guardianship may surface in relationships, a chance for profound transformation through mirrored connection. So with Venus and Virgo early in the season, relationships may feel more like a practical checkup than a romance novel. And with Mercury conjunct the Libra moon at ingress, the beginning of this transit, conversations may stir hidden truths to the surface. For you to work with this energy, practice emotional alchemy. Transmute jealousy, fear, insecurity into curiosity, compassion. Engage, of course, in rituals. You are the rituals of heart-sharing, journaling, sacred conversations, or even shadow dialogue with yourself. Use Libra scales to balance your emotional depth with lightness. Sometimes you don't need to reveal everything at once. And notice where you may be projecting fears onto others. Libra season is the perfect mirror for shadow integration. And your Libra season moon medicine for the Scorpio moons, I honor the depth of my emotions while embracing harmony and my connections, my shadows. My shadows find balance in the light of truth. Hello, and we are back. I was going to put in the Capricorn moon, but I figured I'd do that a little later. So now that we've literally felt the lunar moon forecast for Scorpio, the subtle energies just flowing through our bodies, it's time to map the cosmic architecture of the moment. So we're about to step into the elemental four pillars chart. Ahead of us right here, where the planets, the moon, the sun align to really show us the energetic blueprint of this moment, how the elements are flowing, where the energy is thick or maybe light, and what opportunities are ready to be activated in our life. So kind of pay attention to how your subtle bodies respond, if they're triggering or glimmering, and just notice where energy shifts or tingles or opens, the heat and the cold of it, and let the patterns guide your intention. So this is where the cosmic currents meet our personal algorithm, and where clarity and action and of course ritual magic converge. So this particular chart is the first quarter moon entering Capricorn, happening for us on Monday. So this four pillars forms a builder's mandala. It's an energy of building forces, basically. It's a yin metal ox day, a yin wood rooster month, and of course our yin wood snake year, happening at the yin fire rooster hour. So metal within earth creates this unshakable strength, where wood is fueling growth, but also vision. And the hidden fire is transforming. It's the transformer. So this is a moment to really lay stones that last and make vows that actually hold. And we're going to build what the soul is going to keep. So the first quarter moon in Capricorn, September 29th, I believe that's Monday. Yeah, Monday. It's in the evening, 5:53-ish Mountain Time in my village. But this chart, the year pillar, the Yinwood snake, it's slow, it's mystical, it's transformation, it's karmic renewal. The month, the Yinwood rooster, this is elegant discernment, it's refinement, it's actually precise pruning, using tools to prune, which is the harvest. And our day, the yin metal ox energy, this is steadfast builder, it's grounded loyalty, it's practical endurance, it's a grounded energy. But this is happening at the hour of the yin fire rooster. So this is heart-centered devotion with sharp, clarifying precision. It's focused energy. So I want to give you some insight for each of the pillars, because that's kind of what you always want to look at when, especially when I'm working with your own pillar and I incorporate that with divination. But the yin metal of our day, that's pure metal. It's precious. It's precise. This is like the fine silver or a perfectly honed blade. But the ox is deep. It's patient earth. It's reliable. It's committed. It's long-term vision. It's the slow growth, basically. But it speaks to strength through patience. So this is a master builder of the zodiac. It's able to turn subtle ideas into lasting form. And the Yinwood rooster, the month that we're in, because that's kind of where it's habitating, wood as an energy or an element seeks growth and renewal. And the rooster being metal, pure metal, it's pruning and refining. So this would be like the fine tuning of a bonsai, the trimmer, the arborist, basically, even like the landscaper. But the dialogue between wood and metal is urging this careful craftsmanship, but also thoughtful restructuring. So yeah, you have to be very thoughtful when you're restructuring or pruning a bonsai, right? So it's that kind of energy. In our year, of course, the yin wood snake, I've been saying this all year long, is continuing this overarching theme of this spiritual transformation and inner alchemy that we're all going through. And I'm sure that eclipse, I don't know if it hit you, but it was very, I'll say, endearing for myself. But with the day, metal, and wood month, The snake's hidden fire is working at, that's the transformative heat for these energies to purify and elevate what is being built. So the yin fire in the rooster hour, yin fire brings this gentle candlelit illumination, it's heart warmth, and the rooster adds precision and elegance. So as the hour pillar, it injects passionate clarity into the otherwise earthy, methodical kind of energy of this day. So it's kind of a prelude here to these elemental energies. In metal, which is our day master, everything goes back to the day master, which is the yin metal, the stem. Within an earth energy, which is the ox, this is providing stability and a strong core. And this is happening on Monday when the moon moves into Capricorn. I chose the first quarter moon just because I do follow the moons and I feel like the energies there is something that we need to choreograph with, basically. But having wood in the month and the year and the stems, both yin, very yin, this is like a lot of this is actually happening in our inner world, to be honest, inside of us. But this brings growth and visionary movement. I would be journaling those things, anything that came in a moment of vision or aha epiphanies. The fire within the snake and the hour stem, this is supplying that transformative warmth for this energy. And the earth within the ox and hidden in the snake, this is it's grounding and it's sustaining. So this chart creates a perfect build and bless kind of signature, dreaming with visions, cutting with precision, and grounding our vow into a tangible service to make it materialize. So we always want to look at the pillar to the day master kind of relationship for this first quarter moon in Capricorn. That's what I'm going off of. So this is kind of like how each pillar interacts with the day master, the core energy, which is yin metal. So yin metal in an ox branch being our core energy at the moment of this first quarter moon being yin metal, again, it's this precious jewel. It's refined, it's elegant, it's literally like silver or fine jewelry. Like I'm thinking of my mom had silver utensils and china. So it's that kind of frequency, fine tuned, right? The elegance and the artistry in that. But this is happening inside an earth or an ox branch. So yin metal it's what's called stored and nourished. So this creates a nature that is patient, strong, and really built for endurance. It's able to hold its form under pressure. So the month energy, because that's kind of the performance energy from the day, and yin wood, the rooster, this is kind of a refining challenger. It's like poking the bear. And the stem being yin wood, this is like vines and grass, and wood normally controls the ox branch that supports our day master and weakens the metal. So the branch, the rooster, again being pure metal, these are energies that get along. They're both refined. So this would be somebody who's really focused on the perfection or the precision of their craft. This is strengthening our day master, offering support and shared clarity. So this influence, it's kind of a dual messenger, if you will. There's growth testing our boundaries within wood, while precision strengthens the core metal energy, which is the rooster. So the lesson here is that our day master is being invited to welcome growth, but maintain high standards and also elegant precision. And the year pillar, the Yinwood snake, this energy is all about, it's a transformational teacher, transforming and alchemizing. We've been going through this all year. And Yinwood in the year, the stem, again, it's gentle, it's growth, it's pressing the metal to stretch, but also adapt. So imagine unrefined metal in a forge getting stretched into a form. That's kind of what's happening there. It's being fed by the yin wood into the snake, which then is forging the rooster into a shape, basically, the luxurious shape, the refined, precise shape. So the snake being fire controls metal. That's where I'm seeing that. So it's challenging the energy to be tempered, but also purified. So This energetic influence brings deep spiritual transformation. So I would just say be aware of these frequencies on Monday, and it's asking or tuning into the day master to turn this pressure into wisdom and luminous strength. So it's like being aware of those subtle messages, the choreography on Monday, because this is the chart I pulled. And then the hour, the yin fire rooster, this is illuminating. It's an illuminating polisher. It's polishing things up. So the stem, again, yin fire. Fire softens and polishes metal. That's helping. It's helping it shine and reveal the beauty, the luminescence. The rooster in the branch, which is also metal, this adds direct support to our core element, the yin metal day. So there's a sense of artistic refinement. So this energy highlights heart-centered communication by also precise creative expression simultaneously. So as an elemental story, our metal day master is an earth branch. So that equals the solid foundation. It's a patient builder. And then we've got this repeated rooster energy within the month and the hour. So there's this double precision and elegance happening, where wood, the stems, we've got one in the month and the year. This is equal to gentle growth and visionary renewal. And then the snake has fire, which is that transformative kind of challenge that polishes and elevates the metal. So we've had this integration with the first quarter moon in Capricorn. And Capricorn is about like decisive action and structuring what was seeded at the new moon, another earth sign. So this energy perfectly echoes the theme for metal for structure, earth for endurance, wood for growth, all refined by fire. Fire transforms. So the yin metal ox energy, our day, the day master, it really does stand at the center of this Capricorn moon, right in the, I would say it's at the peak of the mountain actually. But there's this, it's a precious strength held in the ox's steady earth. And remember, we go to the mountain doesn't come to us. The earth is the soil, we dig in the soil. And yin wood in our rooster month, along with the yin fire rooster, we've got two roosters, one at the hour. This is polishing the metal with elegance and precision. Again, happening in a yin wood snake year. This is adding the transformative heat to turn discipline into luminous wisdom. So it's like alchemizing the wisdom and the shedding of the skin, giving birth to anew. So together, it calls us to act with steady purpose, building what lasts, letting go of, or just letting challenges refine our brilliance. Yeah. So the moon, this first quarter in Capricorn, it's about action, structure, commitment, Capricorn. The sun being in Libra, balance, harmony, beauty, refinement. Even our day master, the yin metal, in the yin wood snake. So energetically, the wood is challenging the metal, urging our day to adapt and grow. So it's almost like adapting and changing and transforming is going to happen for this first quarter moon, where the snake, the fire in the snake is transforming and purifying. Fire purifies, giving this metal the inner brilliance, the light to shine. And the month with the yin wood rooster, this is like a double influence. Wood gently pressing for growth, and the rooster's metal supports and polishes. So we've got two yin woods, which are kind of in conflict with the rooster, just saying that, and our day master. But this is reinforcing the discipline and refining the aesthetics for within the body, basically. And the hour, the yin fire rooster, this is the fire is polishing the metal to shine, and the rooster is adding the sharp precision. It's heart-centered creative expression, fire. So together, all these pillars are creating a very balanced crucible with growth and pressure from wood, refinement and brilliance from metal, and the transformation from fire, and really just steady grounding from the earth, the ox and the earth. So the message is like Capricorn's action phase is calling for decisive, tangible steps. while the Libra sun is reminding us to build with balance, but also with grace. So this is a moment to really testing our intentions and refining our structures, and choose commitments that literally resonate with your heart that you can carry forward. So I would just say, under this first quarter moon in Capricorn with the sun in Libra, this 4 pillars chart is opening up the energy to a yin metal ox day in the yin wood rooster month, the snake year wood, and the fire rooster hour, yin fire. So metal within earth gives steady strength. So it's just repeating this rooster energy, polishing every plan. And with the wood pressing for growth and transformation, while hidden fire is kind of refining the core. So I would say it's an energy that's built. It's like calling us to build something that lasts and to build it within harmony. So as we flow through these lunar elemental energies, just remember that everything we're exploring isn't just happening outside of us. It's also happening within our subtle bodies. This is a very yin frequency. All the pillars are yin, the stems and the branches, except for the snake. So it's outside of us. And more importantly, it's inside of us mostly. So our energy field, our emotional body, the subtle centers, they're interacting with the cosmic currents, just aligning with the moon, the planets, of course, and the quantum field itself. So every intention that you set, every insight you receive, whether it's through cowrie shells or subtle energy nudges, every ritual that we do, everything we put out there ripples through our energetic field. And it doesn't just reorganize, but it also amplifies whatever it is we want to manifest. The potential of it is always there. So I like that. So as we continue, I noticed that was a bit, but just notice how your subtle body is responding, whether it's your breath, your heartbeat, tingles, or shifts in your energetic field. These are signs, they're signals, they're telltale signs that the quantum currents are really aligning with your inner blueprint, really helping you to step fully into your own personal magic. I was even going to say your own music. So with that, if you're ready, drop your birth year and month. And when I return, we'll do some mini divinations on the other side of my little commercial break. So hang on 1 second.
Navigating life's initiations. Life is a series of initiations, moments that challenge us, transform us, and call us to grow. But how do we navigate these powerful transitions with grace and understanding? The Dagara people understand that every challenge is an opportunity for initiation. And within their ancient wisdom traditions, cowrie shell divination serves as a powerful guide through these profound passages. As a certified cowrie shell diviner in the Dagara tradition, trained personally by the esteemed elder Melodoma Patrice Somé, I am here to help you decipher the deeper meaning of your life's initiations. Through the profound insights offered by the cowrie shells, we can identify the specific initiations you are currently undergoing, understand their purpose, and discover the tools and wisdom needed to emerge stronger and more aligned. Are you ready to embrace your transformations and step fully into your evolving self? Allow the ancient wisdom of the cowries to light your way. Visit tanyad.tv to book your session, and let's navigate your life's journey with clarity and purpose. Ashe, blessings.
And we have returned. Thanks for tuning in for today's show. I always appreciate that. I always incorporate your personal elemental algorithm in my one-on-one sessions when we do cowrie shell. I also prescribe rituals as medicine, your own personal ritual based on the element you're born into and the month and a few other things, and forces of adversity. So if you want a mini cowrie shell divination, I'll move the shells on your behalf and see what comes up. All you need to do is comment your year of birth and month, and then I'll call in your spirit team, my spirit team, and see what happens from there. We haven't had anybody jump in the last few weeks. Little shyness happening, or we're all busy, right? Everyone's busy. So busy. We're so busy. So if you want me to move the shells on your behalf, just comment your year of birth and the month you're born into, and I'll tune in to the shells and see what comes up. I just noticed I do have my monthly workshops. We already revisited the magnetic moon. We're going to move into Scorpio and the shaman's portal, the 8th energetic center, the Akashic records, and all that stuff that's happening in there. And of course, you can support my page by sending stars. That's still present. So just want to get that out there. So again, if you want me to move the shells on your behalf, all you have to do is comment the year you're born and the month. We'll see what comes in. And right now, we just flip the card. I get this card a lot. It's the Singer of Intuition, which is connected to our crown center, the 7. So it's a great day to tune into your intuition. The moon is still in Scorpio for another hour, and then moving into Sagittarius, which I could have talked about, but that moon forecast will be out soon. So if your natal moon is in Scorpio, you can find that under moon forecasts on my YouTube channel. Really fun, paying attention to your moon sign. So yeah, if nobody's interested in having the shells moved, that's fine. Private sessions are always available as well. Ooh, the piper. It's time to sing and dance to our own tune. The Pied Piper, kind of, right? Open up. Like, are these my people or are these not my people? Listen to what you feel. Like, are you okay to accept and receive that these are your people and you belong in that category? There is also that. And we're ending something, dear Scorpio. Something's going to end here. Might be just my show. So, I guess we'll call that a wrap for today. If nobody wants me to move the shells on their behalf, just know that your fire, earth, metal, water, all the elemental energies, ether, star, they are aligned. Your intuition hopefully is humming or strumming, chanting, oming, and hopefully the messages from the universe are already at work, knowing that they are. Be sure to tune into your natal moon forecast on YouTube. And remember, you can also subscribe to the Coven, schedule a private cowrie shell divination. Of course, join me for my monthly workshops to keep your magic flowing. Stay grounded, as always, radiant, shine your brilliance, and I'll see you next Friday for some more lunar waves, elemental insights, of course, sacred alignment, and Mini-Cowry shell divinations if you need some insight to get you on your magical way. So with that, I will say ashe, and I will see you on the other side. As always, blessings.